I wanted to be completely upfront with you and let you know that in today's video, I will be completely sleeveless. Please confirm that you can handle all of this creamy white shoulder. Today, I am taking you on a journey of discovery. I've been looking for the perfect natural deodorant for the last couple months, I would say. It's been stinky work, but I've been really committed to finding a deodorant that works with my body rather than against it, because that's the holistic way. I don't know if you know, but I live in Los Angeles, and here we use natural deodorant. We drink blended up vegetables for fun, and there's soup on the menu wherever you go. Try looking for soup in Idaho. They've never even heard of it. My point is, every natural deodorant works differently for different people, so it's kind of a trial and error process, figuring out which ones are gonna work for you and which ones are gonna leave you high and dry, or high and moist, as the case may be. But along the way, I've discovered some products that I think are going to really change your life if you're transitioning into natural deodorant, or if you're already using one but looking for a new brand to try. There are a couple unique formulas here that I have played around with to get some interesting results. So stay tuned to learn more about my natural deodorant recommendations. The video you've been waiting for. Hello television viewers, my name is Nick. Thank you so much for joining me once again on my channel for a natural deodorant review to beat them all. Now, just by the nature of this video, you're gonna notice my underarms a lot, so if this part of my body offends you, I guess I'll catch you later. I'll still have armpits later, but I don't know, so maybe just look inside yourself and figure out what the problem is there. The point is, I will be showing you 4 different natural deodorants today that I've been using over the past weeks with varying degrees of success. I'm gonna rank them for you in order of least favorite to most effective and the one that I think I'll be using the most often going forward. And I decided I'll rank each of these deodorants in 3 categories. Why? It just sounds more scientific and I want you to like me. The things I'm taking into consideration are 1, ease of use, 2, how effective it is, do I feel sweaty later on, and 3, the way that it smells. I'm not joking, I just came up with those right now. Like, on the spot. Sometimes my improvisational skills are actually scary. I should be a magician. I forgot what are we talking about? Deodorant! Sometimes I just get really into self-compliments and all else goes out the window. I've also picked products at a varying range of price points, hoping to find things that will be accessible for everybody. There's a chunk of food in my mouth. That's part of the natural lifestyle that I'm hoping to achieve. But before we get into the actual products, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you're on a natural deodorant journey of your own. But most importantly, I would love to have you click that subscribe button right over here. You can hit the bell icon so that you always get updates every time I upload new videos every week. You don't want to miss those, so join the Nick D crew. Click subscribe. Let's dive in. I'll let you know as we go some of the reasons why I switched to a natural deodorant, and this was in the last year that I've made this transition, because previously I was all in favor of the antiperspirant. It was like Degree for Men, the kind of stuff that was greasy and would stick to your clothing and you would smell like it for days. I started to think maybe those chemicals are not good for you. So when I first wanted to experiment with natural deodorant, I picked up this one from Tom's of Maine. This is the Deep Forest deodorant. It's from their men's line. It has no aluminum, no artificial fragrance, and no artificial preservative. No aluminum was the first reason I decided to switch from an antiperspirant to a natural deodorant. Aluminum is included in antiperspirants because it will actually clog the sweat glands or the pores of your armpit and prevent sweat from coming out. That's kind of weird in the first place, but also that sweat is building up under the surface of the skin and bacteria can kind of grow and eat that without your body expelling it. And that can actually make the smell under your arms even worse. So eventually, it's just like this fragrancy chemical that's masking this bacteria growth under your armpit. That doesn't seem right. Your body is supposed to sweat. It's part of your natural process. That being said, this deodorant does rank 4th on the list because I'm drawn to it for its ease of application. You just put it on like regular deodorant and it's really no fuss. I didn't have to make any sort of adjustment to put this into my routine every morning over a normal deodorant that I was using before. So it gets a thumbs up for ease of application. The fragrance is fine too. It kind of a minty smell to it. It's very fresh. It doesn't smell too much like a cologne, which other artificial men's fragrances often do. So it gets a thumbs up for fragrance, at least this Deep Forest scent does. Unfortunately, in terms of being an effective product, this one gets 2 thumbs down. When I put this on, it smells like really bad within a half hour, without fail. Furthermore, I feel like the formula is some sort of coconut oil base or some sort of really low melting point material or ingredient like coconut oil, because it feels like wet, slick, melted coconut oil under my armpit all day, and it leaches through my clothes, and it doesn't even work. My clothes seem to absorb it, and then the odor is present within moments. It smells good right now. It won't smell good in a half hour. Sorry, Toms of Maine for Men. Your ingredient list does not contain all of the things that I want left out of it product, but unfortunately it doesn't seem to have enough of the things that I need in a deodorant. So we'll keep moving on. I'm gonna get a paper towel and wipe off my underarms. Be back soon. Doo-doo. By the way, that deodorant was like $4.97, and you can find them at Target, CVS, most stores actually carry Toms of Maine now. Next on the list moves up a little bit in price point, and this brand I feel has a little bit of the trendy factor that I appreciate when I'm shopping. Personally, for $12.50, we have the Ursa Major Hoppin Fresh Deodorant with mint and eucalyptus. This uniquely effective, super fresh deodorant eliminates underarm odor while absorbing excess moisture and soothing sensitive skin. For real! Now, it boasts 24-hour odor protection, and when I first used it, it was right after hating this Toms of Maine one, and I thought, wow, yes, this is definitely working for me in a way that the other one didn't. It glides on a lot better, and it kind of has like a powdery feel, so it goes on a lot more dry. Or at least it dries down a lot quicker. And with the mint and eucalyptus, it actually has like a refreshing sensation, so it feels very cool under there, which I really like. Especially in the summer, that would be a nice little thing. Also, if it were really hot, I could apply it to the back of my neck, because it's just nice to do that sometimes if you're feeling plush. For maybe one day, I was like super impressed by how well this was holding up as the workday went on. By 5 p.m. I was like, oh, I don't smell too bad. This is actually working for me. I finally found one. And I was definitely willing to pay $12 for one that worked that well and, frankly, had such pretty packaging. But the very next day, I put it on the same as usual, and it just didn't work the same way ever again. Pretty much that week on, this would last for about 4 hours before I started to kind of notice that I smelled not so great again. Which wouldn't be a huge issue, I guess. Like, people don't come so close to me that they need to worry about it. However, I reuse my t-shirts a lot without washing them in between because that's the way that I roll. Don't ask. And if my armpits smell, then my t-shirts also smell and I have to wash them more frequently. And homie, don't play that. My arms look really defined. Zoom in on my... Oh no, don't. That's weird. Just ignore my narcissistic ramblings for a little bit. Another draw of this deodorant was the fact that it did help absorb moisture a little bit. That's something that should be noted. Natural deodorants are not the same as an antiperspirant because they do not have the pore clogging ability to stop sweat. Natural deodorants can't really stop you from sweating. But again, I don't think that's the healthiest thing to stop your sweat from happening, so that's part of the deal. This gets 2 thumbs up for ease of application because it doesn't have that greasy feel. 2 thumbs up for fragrance as well. I love the Hoppin Fresh, and that cooling sensation is pretty nice. But unfortunately for efficacy, it gets 1 thumbs down. I mean, it does its job a little bit, but I would have to actually put this in my backpack and reapply it every couple hours if I wanted to feel actually confident that I was odor-free. So unfortunately, this gets a pass for me for now. Next up is a product that I found while shopping in Whole Foods. It is called the EO Essential Oils Organic Deodorant in the scent Vetiver. Now, when I read the ingredient list on this, it seems to be just pure water, ethanol, which is probably just a purifier, and then a bunch of essential oils, like only essential oils. Natural beauty begins with B. As pure essential oils refresh your senses, let organic sugarcane ethanol keep you clean and fresh without aluminum, salts, phthalates, propylene, or glycol. Be fresh. Okay, that's cool to know. Organic sugarcane ethanol is supposed to keep, like, me clean. Maybe it's a natural disinfectant or something like that. This gets 1 thumb up for ease of use. I was definitely intrigued by not having to smear anything on, like maybe just spraying it onto my armpit seems really convenient. And it sort of is, but I'm also, it's hard to aim at your own armpit. So I'm kind of like looking to make sure, See, I just sprayed myself in the face with it, and I do it every single morning, so I'm actually gonna turn this to a thumbs down. I have to. I love the spray, but I hate not feeling like I can shoot myself in the armpit properly. Maybe I'm just overthinking it all the time. It's early when I put this on, you know? You know how in the mornings you just like don't want to wake up and you're like, oh my god, I would rather burn myself alive. Relatable, hashtag relatable. It gets 1 thumbs up for fragrance because it's a little bit like a green tea type of deal, but it's just a little too herbal and a little too natural for me. However, this is not a fragrance you kind of smell all day. It really does just sort of dissipate and work to reduce the odor under my arms pretty well. In fact, for efficacy, I would give this 1 big thumbs up. It's not quite 2 thumbs up because it did leave a little bit to be desired around the 6th, 7th, 8th hour of work. That's when I started to notice like a little bit of odor coming through, but for the most part, this held up really well compared to the other ones I've talked about so far. So 1 big thumbs up for efficacy. This one really works well, especially when you use it in combination with another product on this list that I'm about to get to. This essential oil spray deodorant cost about $6 at Whole Foods. You can also buy them on Amazon, and like everything, I'll put it in the link below. Okay, now for my number 1 natural deodorant choice, which I am really excited to present to you because it's unlike any product I've ever used before. It is called New, the Carefree Deodorant. I was advertised this product on my Instagram feed, and I originally purchased it in hopes of making it a trying Instagram product video, which is another series on this channel, but it ended up arriving after I had tried a bunch of other natural deodorants, so it ends up working better that I get to present it to you as the top choice out of all of those things because this blows them all out of the water. Highly effective, totally innocent. It's a revolutionary deodorant based on microsilver technology. It actually prevents body odor, and it's super concentrated. This 1 tube is supposed to last 6 to 7 weeks. Look how tiny this is. It's vegan, so it's completely innocent to the environment. Even this tube is made from sugarcane and is completely compostable. So they've really gone out of their way to make sure this has like a 0 footprint, or at least a very low footprint as a product itself, which in the beauty industry, that's really saying something. But to me, the most amazing part about New deodorant is that it is actually completely unscented. Like when I open the tube and I smell it, it kind of has a faint odor of like a cream makeup or a cold cream, but it doesn't have any fragrance at all. It may be like a clay product or something it smells like, but I'm not sure what it is. Very faint fragrance, and it dissipates once you put it on, and then you smell like nothing all day. Like all day. And longer. I don't understand how they do it, but it says it on the packaging even. Physical exercise and showering do not influence the effect. I only have to apply a little bit of this, like a pea-sized amount, once or twice a week, and I smell good for 3 or 4 days at a time. I'm not joking you. I'll show you how I put it on. Now, I'm going to give this, in terms of ease of application, a neutral thumbs up, just because obviously it's different to have to apply a cream deodorant with your fingers, just like this. It's really easy. Just a pea-sized amount, and then you blend it all over. And I was kind of afraid of that at first, like I don't want to have to touch it and then have to wash it off my hands, like is it gonna last all day? But then the first time I tried it, I was like, oh, that's actually super easy, and I kind of feel like I have more control over where I'm putting it, so I know that I'm getting in, like down into all of my armpit hair to like make sure I'm getting to the skin. Smells like nothing, looks like nothing, right? And it's bone dry already. Like I'm ready to get dressed as soon as I put it on. This washes off your hands super quick and easy, just with like soap and hot water. Here's the ad that sold me this product in the first place, by the way. As you can see, it kind of grabs your attention, like really? That's how you apply a deodorant? But I think this product is based out of the Netherlands, at least that's where the address on their website is listed, and it cost me about 13 pounds. That translates to $16.97 in USD. I asked Siri and she told me, so that's the truth. And you can actually get it on a subscription, which I'm definitely going to do because you can have one of these sent every 2 months or so, and it's like perfectly fine because I use so little of this every week that this little tube will last me so long. And then when I'm done with it, I can just throw it away. I don't even have to recycle this because it's compostable. The The future is now. And it's true, even when I work out and take a shower, I scrub under my armpits, and it still doesn't remove the effect of having this keep me odor-free. I don't know how they do it. Microsilver, I guess. Someone tell me what microsilver is. I would love to hear more about that. But if it's anything like the antimicrobial silver in my bed sheets that I've also reviewed on this channel, it means that silver is sort of a natural kind of antiseptic. It kills bacteria somehow. So that's probably what's at play here. The silver is preventing odor-causing bacteria from ever growing. I also really like that my armpits are completely unfragranced when I wear this. I don't have to worry about what scent it is, or is the scent masking the odor or mixing weird with the odor. By the third or fourth day, I might refresh the nude deodorant with just a spritz or two of this stuff. Or if I want that fresh feeling, I've even been known to give a swipe of this on top of the nude, but that's really just as like a cosmetic kind of addition. Like, I like the fragrance, so I'm like, why not? Instead of a cologne or whatever, I'll just put on a little deodorant. But generally, I don't need anything. I can just get dressed in the morning. After I work out, I smell fine. Very shocking that this works as well as they said it does. Very rare on the internet. Even this is super compostable. It didn't use any tape or anything. It just held together with this rubber band. So, as I said, it's a neutral for the ease of application because you don't apply this like a normal deodorant because it is not a normal deodorant. It's much better. So yeah, you use your fingers, but it's worth it. That means it's working. In terms of fragrance, I give it 2 big thumbs up because it has no fragrance whatsoever and it keeps me completely odor-free. So I guess that's like the best of all worlds. Finally, in terms of efficacy, this gets 2 huge thumbs up for sure. I did not believe it would work as well as it did, but nude, you have my heart. You have a new subscriber. I will worship at the altar of your church until the day I die. I'm way too dramatic when it comes to deodorant. I've been thinking about this a lot, okay? My Amazon purchase history makes me look like a very stinky hippie. I guess I am, it's fine. What do you guys think of natural deodorant? Give me a thumbs up if you're into the no aluminum craze yourself. Also, let me know in the comments which natural deodorants you ended up landing on. Tell me whether they worked for you. But most importantly, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button right over here. That way you join the Nick D crew and you never miss new videos from me. I upload new ones every week covering a whole range of topics that may or may not include visible underarms. You need to play if you want to win the game. I'm hungry. I should probably go eat something because I don't know where that came from. Thank you all so much for joining me and getting fresh under the arms with me today. You guys are all the greatest. I will see you next time.